So, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. And we're just going to go over some really quick tips and things that we can do to keep ourselves present and consistent with our content over the holidays. And so, here, when you log in, you'll find each day it's going to unlock a little tool. And then at the bottom, I added a bonus section for you to plan out your content. So, if you open the planner, there are some quick wins. So these are just ideas that will help you to just have a quick little prompt of something that you want to write down. And then this is an area where you can record what you're going to do. So I put test, it's definitely working. And you can coordinate with the 12 days, the activities, and then use this spot to just jot down some ideas that you may have. So the first day, this is the one that I wanted to share with you. And this one is using a tool called Sora. And Sora is a quick little tool that you can use to create video content. And what's really helpful is when you're able to give it as specific instructions as possible. So for this one, I put a little prompt here that I thought would help if you wanted to create a holiday content one. You're going to put your cameo inside a dreamy snow globe working in Santa's workshop with holiday lights, snowfall outside, warm glow, soft sparkles, cinematic, joyful, trending social style. And then your cameo looks at the camera and says, Happy holidays from your business. So what I'm going to do is copy this, and you guys can play along with me if you want, and then go to the resource, which is really just Sora. And this is a part of Chat GPT. And so when you come in here on the desktop, the first step is actually going to be, if you haven't done this already, is to create what they're calling a cameo. And the cameo is basically just capturing your face, your image, along with your words. So it'll have you say 4 numbers, and then it will have you captured. And let's see. I think it's best to do it on the phone so that you can just hold that and capture it there. So if you just download the Sora 2 app, it'll be there. And then we'll come in here into this box and you'll see that the characters I will appear, and then anyone that you're friends with or following can be in here. And so you can take it to the next level and add other people in here. But for now, I'm just going to use my own character. So when I click on my face, it'll say at AI coaching. And that's my cameo that I created. So what I'll do is actually paste that prompt in there and then do the little at symbol, put myself in the globe there. And then right here again, I'll add my name. Now, if you get stuck on coming up with ideas, you can always just go to ChatGPT and say, help me to come up with an idea. People are super creative in some of the things that they're designing here. And so another idea, and I'll show this to you, is to just get inspiration from other creators and what they're doing. And then the last piece will be to add your business in here. Then I'll push send. And then it takes about 10, oh, not 10 seconds. The videos themselves are only 10 seconds. So it's important when you're putting text in there. A couple of things that I've learned is one, to be, if you don't want actual text on the overlay, to say don't use text. And then because sometimes it still gets a little bit garbled and it's not super clear. Another thing that I found that is super fun is when you click this plus sign, if you want to put a picture. So for example, I created a little cartoon image. One of my workers, I call them, on my social media page that I have is this little character, but I added her as the Grinch. And so you can also create videos where they come alive. And so you could put a text here. Let's see. I think I just did a social post today on this. Let me grab that text, and you can basically just have them come alive, if you will. We'll just use this. And I say character says, and then I use quotes. And this might be a little bit too much, but you can tell them like point below or grab this content or whatever you want if you don't want to be present. So we'll do that. So it adds it to the queue, and then you can see what you're creating over here in the drafts area. So I'll just put a couple of videos. Here was one that I did for the workshop. It's going to be a paid workshop next week, and it's planning for 2026. But here's 2026. Now you can see this is what I'm talking about with the text. It's garbled. So there's not really a way to edit that as far as I know, but we could try it again, run it again, or say, don't use text on there, and that'll fix that. So any questions while that's working? Sandra, have you been using Sora at all?
I have used Sora and it's not my favorite.
Okay.
I'm loving VO, but I
Yeah.
know Sora's free. So
Yes.
being able to have some fun and playing with it and getting better at it is good. But it's really cool how easy it is. It took me a while because I did not have the Cameo option because I did not have an iPhone. And then when I finally got it on Android, when they have it, I did do the Cameo. So I played with it a little bit. Yeah.
I do these characters, like this one's super cute.
What did you put in for your prompt on the character?
So like that one was
Or
like,
did you
boy,
upload it?
yeah, you upload the character, just a still image,
Yeah.
and you can do anything. You could put your dog in there, whatever. And then, so like this one, you can see it says there's no text on the screen, but it just does all these little animations by itself, which is fun. Okay, so here's the one that it created. Oh my gosh. Okay. So they're cheesy. It's something fun if you want to play and try it.
Apparently, there's other ones, but that's AI Galaxy.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll shut up now.
That's okay. That's okay. And then for the second day was using Google Gemini. And this is just another tool, obviously, for image creation. And I need to just get over saying that it's cheesy because it's fun. We'll call it fun. But like here is the prompt template that you could use. So create a playful holiday portrait in Santa's workshop, and then you tell it what to do. So we'll copy that, and then we'll access the resource here. And it's just Banana is on Google Gemini. And so when you paste your prompt in here and you say create image, and you can update this, create a playful holiday portrait of this picture working in Santa's workshop. And then you can add any kind of file that you want. And so I'll just use that one. And you can tell it, put on a hat, whatever. So this is just to get you a quick image, and then you can use it with any of the other prompts that are like coming up with ideas for posting throughout the holidays. Oh my goodness. So sometimes you have to play with it a little. So then you're like, okay, that's not exactly what I wanted. And so you can add those prompts. Something that I just got, and I don't know if you follow him, but Matt DeSano, I think is how you say his name. He has a group and he just posted this absolutely amazing resource, and I'll share it here. And he was suggesting to use, and I love this idea, and I haven't even had really time to play with it yet because I just got it today, but he created this, and I'll share the link in just a second. He started a JSON prompt library with prompt collections. And you can come in here and where it says view JSON. So instead of like in this example here, I used just everyday language, right? And he was saying if you use the JSON version of it, that when you come in here, you can copy this code and then come over to Gemini. I'll do a new chat and paste it. And then the example that he gave here was like creating a travel packing list. And what I wanted was something about content creation. So when I went into Gemini here, I just said a cheerful marketer holding a laptop with a scarf blowing, the title at the top. And this is where I think it's really nice because instead of getting that garbled language, it's very specific and it really works. So we'll say holiday content, checklist, things to remember for your December planning. And maybe what I'm going to say is, are you ready? Are you ready for 2026? And we'll say things to remember for planning your best year ever. I don't know. And then you can go in here and change any of these things if you want the colors to be different, whatever. And then I'll add my photo again. Wherever it is. I have way too many pictures on here. I need to have them in a spot so it's like, okay, it's right here.
I feel your pain.
There we go.
You have them all under download.
It's terrible. But I do like that picture, so I'm like, let's use it. So the benefit of this is it's just like really specific. And you can, so if you like the style of what he has here, you can go in and just look at the JSON, the code, and be able to change it. I'm working on finding the link to his email list. If you're not on it, he's with HL Pro Tools and he's doing this 25 days of SaaSmas, and it's very cool.
Oh, yeah. Share what you got here. We love free stuff and ideas.
So there's that thing that he just shared today, and I'm working on finding out. I don't know how I signed up for his email list, and I'm like, how do I share that? Because I want to recognize him. But it really created just
It's
phenomenal.
probably under, if you go in the upper corner, right-hand corner,
Is it on there?
maybe on the win $10,000 this month.
No, that's his first challenge.
Maybe he's got his information there
Yeah.
with his
As
newsletter.
soon as I
Okay.
find it, I'll add it to I posted it on, I'm doing a Facebook post,
Great. Thank you.
but like the image, of course I have too many tabs open right now. I think it's downloaded here. Yeah. So look at how cute this thing is.
We can't see a picture if you're showing it.
Oh,
There we go. Yeah, that's cute.
isn't
That's
it?
cute. Okay, scroll up if you could. I want to see. So first
So I copied that prompt
uh-huh. And then you've got the December checklist. Then you added
and
your,
it put that random girl in there. But it did come up with these different things for me. I didn't come up with those. And then I added this picture, again, that I had already created on Nano Banana earlier. And I
Okay.
just said, replace the image of the person with this one. And then it
Perfect.
did this.
Perfect.
So it's just so easy to be able to create content. It's just coming up with kind of the general ideas of wherever you're going to go. Okay, so let's check on Sora and we'll check that other video out.
I wish Sora wasn't so slow. Oh, how cute.
How did what is these characters? Am I
That's a
speaking
great,
out loud? Sorry. Are the
yes,
characters? Are
yes,
they're not Pixar, they're not Disney, they're not,
mm,
what are they?
yes. So to create the characters, what I like to
I
do
don't
is
want to nick
go,
your ideas though. I just
no,
want to
no,
know what
no,
kind of,
no, that's great. Because I think it's really about designing your style and what you
yeah.
like. And so once you do that, for me, I don't love always having my face out there. And there's other ways that we could incorporate images and whatnot. Hi, Mark. Hi. So one of the and Mark, I don't know if you can see, but we're using the free app that I have, and I'll put that in the chat for you. I don't know if you already have it. And just going over some of the tips and tricks on content creation. And so there you go. I was explaining now that this is Midjourney, and that's where I go to create my images. And so when you click this create tab and you come in here, and this is really, I started out looking at Jonathan Mast. He has a GPT that helps to create the prompts. But I found like sometimes it's just easier to just cut them short and be super simple. And the words that I use here are always just adding Disney, Pixar,
are they?
themed, whatever, and then add the details. So I want it to be a girl. I want her to have red curly hair with a happy smile.
And then
So
$10 a month, it's such a steal
it
to
is.
start with Midjourney to create these kind of images. And are you getting on yours, Angelina? I know when I do mine, it says you're using certain proprietary, so this is going to be private to you.
Yes.
I think that's actually good. We're getting away with not letting other people see our images by doing this. It's
Right.
actually because you have to pay extra money to keep it private on Midjourney.
So you
So for
can't use
these,
these pictures then?
so
No, you
then
can't.
for these elves then or whoever, whichever character, some of them are really terrible.
Oh my God.
And so you have to generate a couple. And so then what you do is take this image and then download it and then bring it over into, let's say, Sora, for example. And when I click the plus sign in Sora, instead of adding my cameo, I'll actually add that little character. And so we'll say, character says, welcome to Bob's Roofing Company, ready to help with your roofing. I don't know, whatever you want it. And you can specify, like multiple scenes if you want. But basically then it'll come up with a little video and then you can download that video and be able to put it on social media.
Was this from the prompt that you had in day one? I'm sorry, day two or
That character that I created was
no,
date. Oh,
yeah, this video with that prompt, get instant access to my festive little app. Is that your, 'cause I want that exact prompt for mine.
I just made that just now while we
Awesome.
were on our call here. Yeah. So does that make sense, Kira?
I know how you make the cartoons, and I didn't think they were Disney Pixar, so fair enough. But when I've done Disney Pixar before, they said you're not allowed to. They won't let me put the names in. So
Yeah, I
I
don't
really get-
know. I guess you just maybe have to experiment and you could try the
Mhm.
words cartoon, but I have found somehow it's working.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or
mine worked too.
3D Pixar, experiment with
it's
that.
the
But
3D I think I missed out on.
yeah,
I didn't realize 3D would be what would. Yeah, this is what I wanted, but 3D is what I should have put in. I'll figure out how to get the names in that.
so
Pixar and Disney, but they're gorgeous.
thank you.
And the
and
purple ones are gorgeous.
I know there's some of them I'm like, oh my gosh, but it's just fun.
Yeah.
And then I do want to show too the last tool to just wrap it all up to keep everything with multiple pieces of content and talking about video. And so Google Flow is the other one that I have had a lot of fun with. And so when you click create with Flow, okay, of course, there's always updates. So you just never know what you're going to get. But basically, this is the same concept as Sora. And I put still images in here and then made them come to life. So, like this video, this particular one was two different characters and then it put them into the same scene. So, I'll show you. So again, you can bring together any people or characters and have them have a conversation. And to do that, down here, when you're in Flow, you just click new project. And then there's a drop down for that box. So you could just write text to video and it'll make a video for you, whatever you want. And then the one I used was ingredients to video. And then you could click that plus sign and add your characters. So we'll say create a scene where the elves are talking about how excited they are for, I don't know, the 12 days of marketing tools.
Could you upload an image of your marketing tools page and it might actually put that in there too?
Oh, that's a good idea. So, and have you played much, Sunder, with I haven't done as much like frames to video. I'm just getting started too.
Yeah, not as much, but I'm wondering if the ingredients, can you only add 2 ingredients or can you add 3?
Let's see.
Yeah, because I just was thinking that. I was like, "Ooh," or if you can only do 2, let's see. Yeah, you can. I wonder, do you have a snapshot of it?
I do.
Uh, this is gonna be
Okay,
cool
let's
because
see.
you know what I'm doing as soon as I get off this thing with you.
Ha! You're going to make some.
Oh, there it is.
What's there? Okay, so create a video where the elves are talking about image 3. Here were the elves. Images 1 and 2 are talking about image 3. I don't know if that's going to work.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder if
I
that
might
will
need better
do that.
prompting on that one.
We'll see what comes out. That's what's fun about playing with AI is you get to figure out what works and what doesn't and keep
So it's sometimes this happens. It'll say it's having high demand. Check back in a few
Hardly
minutes.
surprising. It's fun. There's going to be lots of people doing this.
you know what? Turn on your volume on the 3 dots up on the upper corner. You should have a drop down to share the volume of your
Oh, you can't
not
hear
there.
it?
No, it's gonna be on your Zoom. It's gonna
Oh,
be the 3
goodness.
dots on your Zoom. I know.
Okay.
And it's usually at the top and it should have a drop down to share your
Audio.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll give you an option.
Can I ask, do you do this,
Can you hear it?
create these things for your social media and that's all you're doing it for? Or is there another reason? That is.
Yes.
Because honestly, this is time consuming insofar as I get lost in it because it's so much blooming fun. But I don't know, I seem to be on social media, doing social media all the blooming time.
Yes. So I think that's where that little planner would come in handy. If you
Mm.
take some time today to just jot down 10 minutes, jot down your ideas. Because what I find the problem for me is when I come to social media, it's okay, where do I begin? So if I have a kind of a plan, and I say, these are the things that I'm going to focus on, then I know that it won't take as long to build and create. And so if you could come up with your content first, the concepts, and then come and be creative with, okay, now I'm going to grab a video. So like I found like this week, because I know I'm focused on highlighting each one of those things each day, I just know that I'm going to create one piece of content. It might be a video, it might be an image. So those are the pieces that support your content creation. And then when you get really advanced, you can join my group is Amplify. And what I'm doing is having a weekly content batching party. And so every Tuesday from 10 to 11, we're going to come, we're going to have our plan ready to go, and then create that content so that it's knocked out and we're still present and being consistent, if that makes sense.
Great. I'd be happy to join anything of yours, but I seriously haven't got any finances. Just for the record, what, are you CT, did you say? Zone?
Yes. Okay, let's see. Can you hear this?
No. No.
Okay.
If it's talking right when he's talking, but no, there's no sound.
Okay. I'll have to play with that and learn better how to use it. But yes, it is working and it's pretty cute. They're talking back
Is
and
he
forth.
actually talking about the back scene that you...
Yes. Yeah.
So he's saying something about marketing, or
yes. So
is he?
yeah, she says, I can't
Is she?
wait for Angelina. It starts with her. She says, I can't wait for the 12 days of marketing tools. And then he says, me neither. It's going to be so much fun.
Did the other one create? The one that we were saying with the 3?
Yeah, I don't think that one created.
Okay.
I'm going to
We'll have to
refresh
play
my
with that.
screen. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't work, but okay. So now what I would love for you to do is use that tool and go in and plan out some content to help you to stay more visible. Let's see. Mark, you had a question. Is there a time of day that these video services are not used as much so we don't get the servers overloaded? That's a great question. And I feel like it's hit or miss. Sometimes in the evening, it's a little bit better because there's not a lot of people using it. So
Yeah, but sometimes it's when you pay you get more download time, don't you? You get more
yes.
speed.
So if you are interested, I am going to offer a class next week that is going to be focused on really getting your business organized for the next year and having a plan in place and taking all of your assets, putting them into one place. And I'm going to build an app for everyone who takes part in it. And then I also am, it's actually still live. I need to change it, but it's in there. If you want, Kira, it's for free for the first month for Amplify to join. And so I'll pop the link in the chat, but basically what I was talking about is having that accountability factor of creating your content once a week, getting it posted. And then I also threw in for a Black Friday special, a one-on-one meeting. And so this is like an assessment call and we can go over your business and look at any suggestions of how you could be utilizing AI? I know you already utilize it a lot, but just if there are suggestions and ideas that we could have. So I'll put that link in there too.
Okay, thank you.
And Mark, the same goes for you. I don't know if you're interested in that, but that's a group program that I'm offering, but I also do one-on-one coaching. And I've found a lot of success of people when they have ideas and they're like, I'm just not quite sure where to get started or how to implement this. That's something that I can specialize and focus on too.